Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Here's an update what's going on there in South Carolina with all the earthquakes. In the town of Elgin, South Carolina, they're going to have a meeting. It's called a virtual meeting on July 27th from 6 to 7 p.m. Only an hour, it seems a little short. Participating will be the South Carolina Emergency Management Division, South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, South Carolina Department of Transportation, and Duke Energy. And if you have any questions, you can submit your earthquake questions to the panelists. And they give an email address of earthquake@kershaw.sc.gov. In my own personal opinion, 1 hour isn't enough to address all the questions that people probably have. There's a number of bridges there in South Carolina that are in poor condition, in need of repairs. I guess they're going to raise taxes, property taxes there, 6%. I was watching one of the town hall meetings. They're in bad need of fire department personnel, equipment, things like that. Yeah, you wonder in the state of an emergency, such as a major earthquake, would they have adequate protection? They're funding some pet projects for some buildings instead of putting the money into the fire departments, which has many of the residents there up in arms. I've talked about how the Earth's magnetic field is weakening and we're going to see an increase in earthquakes. It affects our weather, increases the risk of volcanic eruptions, all kinds of stuff. And the earthquakes, even though USGS isn't reporting them, is still ongoing. Here you can see at 16:47 Universal Time. Now this is today, which would have been 12:21 a.m. local time. This comes in as a magnitude 2.0. Two different monitors. Looks like it was about 3 miles below sea level. All earthquakes are measured from sea level. Let me bring it down so you can see the magnitude. It's posted there at the bottom. Oh, didn't bring it down far enough. Okay, MD 2.00. And it was actually probably a slow-moving tremor. Let's look at its seismic signature. We have slow-moving tremors. Not going to let me make it bigger. In areas where you have tectonic plate movement, pressure building, it's an indication that larger earthquakes will probably come sometime in the future. This earthquake was marked in red, meaning it was picked up by the computer. A message was sent to the geologists, and they're supposed to come in and review it. Here we got another one at 15:18 Universal Time. I want to go back to this earthquake right here. It was actually 12:46 p.m. This afternoon. Yeah, I said a.m. It's actually p.m. Just afternoon local time. Okay, and then we'll go to this earthquake here at 15:18. This was today. That would have been about 11:18 a.m. today, before noon, just about a half an hour before noon. And let's pull it over and you can see the seismic signature. This one was deeper. A little bit stronger, not much. It was probably a magnitude 2.01, also not being reported. Starting out at about 17:54, which would have been 12:54 p.m., almost 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a series of slow-moving tremors. They often have those on the west coast of the U.S. up there by Oregon. They've been tracking them, and often they're not reported. I'm pulling these to, see we got sharp points. Slow-moving tremor. Call them slow-moving tremor because they don't have an actual popping of the rock. It's just a continuous vibration that people would probably have felt and wondered if it was their imagination or not. We got more of them that were occurring earlier. Yeah, you can see the popping of the rock. Pop, 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 pop. Slow moving tremors. Oh, went off the line. Sorry about that. And that was, it probably started about 6:05 Universal, which would have been about 1 o'clock in the morning. Trying to make this bigger for you. Let's see how it shrinks on me sometimes. Let's try this again. Anyways, 1:10. We got another one marked in red. 1:13 in the morning. Some of you might have been woken up by it. I don't know. Probably not. Example, this one right here is so small. It's a 0.17. Yeah, you probably didn't even notice it. Maybe you might have had a glass sitting there and noticed very tiny little vibrations in the glass of water or whatever. Alright, so we got another one marked in red at 21:48. This would have been yesterday. 4:48 p.m. local time. Again, this was yesterday. That one comes in, and I really shortened up the seismic wave. Comes in as a magnitude 1.91. And let's bring it back up. I'll show you. You can see here and there how I really shortened up the seismic signature. Yeah, it rattled on, but just to give them the benefit of the doubt, but they didn't report it anyway, so what the heck, right? Alright, we got another one marked in red right there at 14:17 Universal Time. This one would have been at 10:17 in the morning. And it comes in, let's bring this down, as a magnitude 1.78. Usually people don't feel them unless, they're a magnitude 2, 2.5. A lot of people have been reporting feeling these smaller earthquakes. And there's its signature. Don't forget they're going to have that meeting, for 1 whole hour. This here is from the 11th, and we got another earthquake there at 22:13. Let me pull this up here, and let's go to the spectrogram. Okay, 22:13 on the 11th. That would have been 6:13 p.m. local time. It's marked in red on the one, and I want to bring it down a little bit because I did pull quite a bit of data. And we got a smaller one there at 1:37. Looks like it's also on the other monitor. Nope, that's not it. That one's at 4:34. Yeah, that one was probably really teeny tiny. 10:46, 10:47. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Yeah, 2 different monitors. That actually comes in better on JSC. Here we got some more tremors going on. I think this was caused by a large earthquake somewhere in the world, and it just really shook everything up. You can see we got heat, and the upper part where a lot of the earthquakes have been occurring. Let me bring this over. And you can see the heat down here. I've talked about how this is an ancient rift we got close to this area. And this is part of the eastern Piedmont fault zone. I got an image for you there. I also drew it out as best as I could here on Google Earth. Here we have McBee. Let's see, this is where a lot of the earthquakes have been happening. There by Elgin. Let me take the roads out. Pontiac, Dentsville, Forest Acre. It's actually, the fault zone is actually wider than what I have drawn out. This is from the South Carolina EMD, showing all the different faults there in South Carolina, even the ones off the coast. Let's see if I can see some of the names without being too blurry here. Well, they're pretty blurry, aren't they? Anyways, this is the Piedmont Fault System. It's actually Yeah, see how it's actually a whole series of faults up in that area. And we got the North American plate slowly moving west. And we got the Atlantic Ocean. Let me go back. Also going west. And there's the Carolina Trough. And this is the remnant. When the continents were all one piece before they started breaking up and moving. This is actually a piece of the African plate. Maybe later, after their town hall, they will put the meeting on YouTube. They do have on YouTube other town meetings that they've had. There is a link down below and more information box about it. I'm sure they're going to hand out, at least I hope they're going to hand out, earthquake preparedness pamphlets and what to do in a large earthquake and things like that. Like I said, an hour. I don't think they're really going to answer any questions about why these earthquakes are occurring. They're just going to take advantage of it to tell you more than likely about earthquake management. I have found that many small towns don't have a department for emergency services. They often follow or fall under planning and zoning. So more likely it's going to be someone from out of town that's coming there. Yeah, a whole hour. Wow. So those of you that might live there, you might want to sign up and see if you can get in and participate and ask some serious questions. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.